Welcome to our video, 10 cities in Alabama at risk for hurricanes in 2025. In this upcoming exploration, we will highlight the significant threats posed by hurricanes to various Alabama cities, revealing just how vulnerable they are to nature's fury. From picturesque beach towns to historic sites, we will delve into the unique risks faced by these communities and their preparations for the storms that loom ahead. Join us as we examine how climate patterns and changing weather conditions could impact these cities in the near future. 1. Mobile. The Gulf Coast storm magnet at Mobile, Alabama is a city that frequently finds itself in the path of hurricanes. Situated along the Gulf Coast, Mobile has a long history of weathering these powerful storms. The city's location makes it particularly vulnerable to storm surges and flooding, which can cause significant damage to homes and infrastructure. In 2025, Mobile is expected to face an increased risk due to projected changes in sea levels and weather patterns. The residents of Mobile are no strangers to preparing for hurricanes, often stocking up on essentials and reinforcing their homes ahead of a storm. As one of Alabama's largest cities, the impact of a hurricane on Mobile could have far-reaching economic and social consequences. 2. Gulf Shores. A beach paradise under threat. Gulf Shores, known for its beautiful beaches and tourist attractions, is another city at high risk for hurricanes. The coastal location that makes Gulf Shores a vacation hotspot also puts it in the crosshairs of tropical storms. In 2025, the risk for Gulf Shores is expected to rise, with potential for more frequent and severe hurricanes. The city's economy, heavily reliant on tourism, is particularly vulnerable to the disruptions caused by hurricanes. Residents and business owners are often faced with the difficult task of rebuilding and recovering after a storm passes. The city has made efforts to improve its resilience, but the threat remains significant. 3. Dauphin Island. A barrier islands battle. Dauphin Island is a small barrier island that serves as a natural defense against hurricanes for the Alabama coastline. However, its location also makes it extremely susceptible to hurricane damage. In 2025, Dauphin Island is anticipated to be at heightened risk, with concerns over beach erosion and infrastructure damage. The island's residents are accustomed to the challenges of living in a high-risk area, often needing to evacuate during hurricane season. Efforts have been made to bolster the island's defenses, but the ongoing threat of hurricanes continues to pose a significant challenge. 4. Orange Beach. The double-edged sword of coastal living. Orange Beach, much like Gulf Shores, is a popular tourist destination with a thriving beach community. Its picturesque location also places it directly in the path of hurricanes. The city has experienced several hurricanes in the past, and 2025 is expected to bring similar challenges. The economic impact of hurricanes on Orange Beach can be severe, with damage to businesses, homes, and infrastructure. Local authorities have worked to develop and implement hurricane preparedness plans, but the risk remains ever present. Residents are encouraged to stay informed and ready to act when a storm approaches. 5. Fairhope. A quaint town facing big threats. Fairhope, with its charming downtown and vibrant community, is not immune to the threat of hurricanes. Located along Mobile Bay, Fairhope is at risk for storm surges and flooding during hurricane events. In 2025, the city is projected to face an increased threat, with potential for severe weather events. The residents of Fairhope are known for their resilience and community spirit, often coming together to support one another in times of need. Preparing for hurricanes is a part of life in Fairhope, with residents taking steps to protect their homes and businesses. 6. Pensacola. An overlooked neighbor at risk. While technically located in Florida, Pensacola's proximity to the Alabama border makes it relevant in discussions about hurricane risks in the region. Pensacola often experiences similar weather patterns to its Alabama neighbors and is at risk for hurricanes in 2025. The city has seen its share of hurricanes in the past, and the threat remains significant. Pensacola's infrastructure, including its naval base, could be heavily affected by a major storm. The city has made strides in improving its preparedness, but the challenges posed by hurricanes are ongoing. 7. Bayou La Batre. a fishing community under siege. Bayou La Batre, a small fishing community, is particularly vulnerable to hurricanes. Located near the coast, the city faces significant risks from storm surges and flooding. In 2025, Bayou La Batre is expected to be at heightened risk, with potential impacts on the local fishing industry. The community's economy is heavily reliant on fishing and seafood processing, both of which can be severely disrupted by a hurricane. Efforts to protect and support this community are vital to ensuring its survival in the face of increasing hurricane threats. 8. Baldwin County. A regional hub in the line of fire. Baldwin County, encompassing several cities including Daphne, Foley, and Spanish Fort, is at risk for hurricanes due to its coastal location. The county has experienced hurricanes in the past and is projected to face similar threats in 2025. The economic impact of hurricanes on Baldwin County can be extensive, affecting businesses, homes, and infrastructure. Local governments have developed hurricane preparedness plans, but the challenges remain significant. Residents of Baldwin County are encouraged to stay informed and be ready to take action when necessary. 9. Fort Morgan. A historic site facing modern threats. Fort Morgan, a historic site located on a peninsula, is at risk for hurricanes due to its exposed location. The fort has weathered many storms over the years, but the threat remains ever present. In 2025, Fort Morgan is expected to be at risk for hurricanes, with potential impacts on tourism and preservation efforts. The site holds historical significance, and efforts to protect it are ongoing. Residents and visitors are encouraged to stay informed and prepared during hurricane season. 10. Tuscaloosa. Inland, but not immune. While Tuscaloosa is located inland, it is not immune to the effects of hurricanes. The city can experience heavy rainfall, flooding, and tornadoes as a result of hurricanes making landfall along the Gulf Coast. In 2025, Tuscaloosa is projected to face risks from hurricanes and severe weather events. The city has worked to improve its preparedness and response plans, but the challenges posed by hurricanes are ongoing. Residents are encouraged to stay informed and take necessary precautions during hurricane season.